Introduction. Human resources management is the organization function in charge of all corners, cornering people in a company, such as competitions, recruiting, hiring, performance management, organization growth, safety, wellness, benefit, employees management, communication, policy administrations, and training. Human resources management is also a complete and systematic approach to managing people, as well as the workplace culture and environment. To ensure the success of our research, we choose to interview one of the employees of Perbadanan Wakaf Nasional Berhad, Nurul Janabi Binti Kamal, who is 27 years old and she is the Sector Executive for Human Resources, Hospitality and Tourism. Perbadanan Wakaf Nasional Berhad is wholly owned subsidiary of Yayasan Wakaf Malaysia, which is responsible for implementing the corporate Wakaf program. Perbadanan Wakaf Nasional Berhad was developed on 2 June 2009.
Limitation and importance of the project. First, encouraging employers to take care of themselves to find balance in leading a life will help limit health problem and absenteeism in the workplace. Being too obsessed, we were like waiting to achievement, promotion or achievement will cause the we to lack time for itself. If employers are good at dividing their time, the risk of working overtime will be reduced and simultaneously reduce the rate of increase in mental and physical related illness. As if a company have a loyal workforce, surely the employers will do extra work for the company and be loyal supporters of the company's brand and products. This is because the employers can make their affair happy, causing them to have more time to participate in any experience in the company. Even they have of employers who can still work overtime after being able to divide their time well. Every individual needs space to think clearly and creatively to develop a good idea. Not only that, creative thinking can produce good work and the production of thoughtful ideas. However, if the employers provide a comfortable and beautiful workspace, the employers will feel comfortable and happy to carry out their responsibility as the employers. All employers want to be more productive in their workplace. Even productive employers will help improve the quality of the company as well as be able to provide benefits to the company. Last, in addition, the importance of the workplace or life issue is that the balance of work-life brings a higher level of success. For example, if an employer can balance his life, he will be able to give an employee commitment in his daily life and how he carries out his duties in the workplace.
Assalamualaikum. My name is NAJIHAH from BTMM Section 1. Number matrix is B0621100252. 4.0 Project Statement. People spend nearly 1/10 of their life at work, and workplace issues are a common source of stress for many. Maintaining a work-life balance helps to minimize stress and prevent job burnout. HR should take a step forward to prevent it happen because it will affect company's development.
Strategy in workplace or life issue. First, build strong employer relationship. It has been found that when leaders become mentor and advocate of employer development and actively and proactively connect their employer with meaningful opportunities, leader and employer will feel more valued. Number 2, encourage regular employer recognition. Perhaps nothing can improve workplace culture more significantly than employer recognition. Actions such as providing appreciation ceremony for the team are great example of showing appreciation that can improve employers' performance and personal growth. Number 3, creating a positive employer experience. This means that culture influence employer experience and employer experience also influence culture. All employer experience and employer feeling about them when combined form their employer experience. Number 4, open up transparency and communication. Being timely in communication and lively communication and action with the units and university aims are two strategies in exchange transparent communication in the workplace. There are several benefits. If opening up transparency and communication can increase collaboration and
I will continue the strategies in workplace or life issue. 5. Giving teams the autonomy. Autonomy first refer to how much freedom an employee will have while working. It is also applied that
employers allow them to set a schedule and choose how they should do the job. Thus, they can save time performing our job, making the performance more likely to increase among employees. 6. Schedule regular and meaningful one-to-one. Human resources need to know all the information, problems, and things related to each employee and should schedule a visit and meaningful one-to-one with all employees. A one-on-one meeting is a planned meeting between managers and different team members. This gathering can also include coach, mentors, and peers. One-on-one sessions are beneficial for all staff. Thank you.
6.0 Issues and Challenge in the Workplace. Firstly, low employee engagement and motivation. Low employee engagement and motivation have affected the implementation of strategy initiative, staffing, and remunerating employees. The most common form of work disengagement is exhibited through withdrawal behaviors. Recognizing and addressing the factors that give rise to the potential for conflict can positively impact productivity. Moral disengagement posits 4 significant sets of disengagement practice that individuals rely on to justify unethical behavior. The first involves reconstructing the conduct not to be considered immoral. Spreading the blame serves to obscure private agency and weaken the exercise of moral control. There's no one explanation for work satisfaction, and factors contributing to it will depend on the nature of your workplace. There are 10 traits that every workplace geared toward employee well-being should have in general. 2.0 Lack of skill development and professional growth. Lack of skill development and professional growth has affected the implementation of strategy, initiative, staffing, and remunerating employees at the workplace. Lack of social skills and overemphasis on personal ability, poor judgment, and decision-making from managers can have a significant impact on an organization. Unclear expectation from multiple levels of hierarchy, a lack of transparency, and the ineffective impact of development procedures are the primary cause of management inaptitude. Companies may establish an integrated set of competencies that indicate what leaders need to do at numerous leadership tiers by applying the described leader objective.
First, we have financial problems. Financial problems are situations faced by employees that cause employees to feel pressure involving money. Employees often feel short of money. This will affect employee performance. The way to solve this is for the company to use recruitment policy. The company can tolerate employees during the hiring process by stating their salary to be offered. Not only that, the salary offered must be accepted and agreed by the candidate and the interviewer before the candidate starts to work. This method can help employees who are experiencing financial problems and can help lighten the load. Second, employees not seeing employees' result, hard work and works. In addition, employers not see employees' results, hard work and work results by employees are not appreciated by employers. This will cause employees to feel less motivated because their work results are not seen by the employer. This in turn makes them less motivated and employee performance will be affected. Third, unexpected work assignments. The heavy workload given by employees is highly irrational. Many tasks that must be completed according to the deadline will make employees busier than usual. Some workers also had to take the work given by the employer home. This will cause employees to feel stressed with their jobs. And last, conflict with colleagues or bosses. This is due to co-workers who do not cooperate in performing the tasks. In addition, colleagues with a bad attitude often say about their people's mistakes. A toxic workplace environment will affect other employees. This is said because co-workers will influence the people around us and will put pressure on us.
Professional human resources positions have the responsibilities and tasks they need to do to create a healthy environment among employees. They are also responsible for planning strategy to attract new people, retain employees, and oversee all projects that can increase the company productivity. Because of the people who hold human resources position, essential place in each company as human resources often monitor the entire operation to achieve the company objective. There are 6 rules to perform if a person holds a human resources position in workplace or life issue. First, telemanagement, compensation and benefit, training and development, HR compliance, workplace safety, and also project management.
There are information sources that guide the organization in formulating action or policies in the workplace and life issues. First is Employee Act. These sources of information utilized by organization in Badan Wakaf Nasional Berhad to guide their activities or policies. It gives an overview of a company that covers policies, benefit and regulation, include salary protection, flexible employment and determination. Next is Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1994. This act aims to protect employees' safety and health in the workplace against any potentially hazard or harmful behaviors. Perbadanan Wakaf Nasional Berhad needs to make it priority to ensure the employees are aware of hazard and the importance of workplace safety and health to reduce work and life difficulties.
Other than that is industrial relation. Industrial relation is one of the platform or field that employees often use to join the trade union in the workplace. The relationship between employers and employees in the focus of Perdana Wakaf Nasional Berhad, which is achieved through collective bargaining and employee participation in decision making. There are information sources that guide the organization in formulating action or policies in the workplace and life issues. First is Employee Act. These sources of information utilized by organization in Perdana Wakaf Nasional Berhad to guide their activities or policies. It gives an overview of a company that covers policies, benefit and regulation, include salary protection, flexible employment and determination. Next is Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1994. This act aims to protect employees' safety and health in the workplace against any potentially hazard or harmful behaviors. Perdana Wakaf Nasional Berhad needs to make it priority to ensure the employees are aware of hazard and the importance of workplace safety and health to reduce work and life difficulties. Other than that is industrial relation. Industrial relation is one of the platform or field that employees often use to join the trade union in the workplace. The relationship between employers and employees in the focus of Perdana Wakaf Nasional Berhad, which is achieved through collective bargaining and employee participation in decision making.
I would like to continue another piece of information utility by Perbadanan Wakaf Nasional Berhad that influence its activity and policy. One of it, a code of conduct. A code of conduct, often known as a privacy and a code of conduct, is a collective of rules and regulations that both employers and employers must obey. These guidelines specify how employers should communicate with one to another at work. Moreover, the grievances procedure policy is one of the sources of information used by Perbadanan Wakaf Nasional Berhad to influence its activity and policy. Perbadanan Wakaf Nasional Berhad recognizes that there may be times when employers need to file a formal complaints about unfair treatment, harassment, or workplace health and safety issue. The grievances procedure policy was created to clarify the procedure for this issue, ensure that all of our employers are heard and handled equitably. Another source of information used by Perbadanan Wakaf Nasional to impact their activity and policy is the discipline and termination policies. The purpose of this policy is to outline how Perbadanan Wakaf Nasional Berhad take disciplinary actions when managing its employers and ensure that employers understand professional discipline and terminations. Its purpose is to educate employers and management on the necessary process.
For the conclusion, employees that work in a positive environment will be more productive and will be able to conduct themselves confidently and respectfully during the job interview. Many businesses are lightening their human resources department to operate their businesses more cost effectively and expense. Candidates for leadership position are required to have specific qualifications, which are specified by the companies that hire them. To achieve an excellent work-life balance, it is necessary to balance work-related stress and the pressure of the one's family, friends, and daily activities and routine. Modern workers value having more control over their vocation and having a more excellent voice in their workplace.
For observation, strength. First, strong relationship between the employers and employee. Good relationship among employees in the company is very important because it can create a positive and harmonious work environment. Employers can also get to know employees better so that all work matters in the company can be carried out easily. Employers at PWNB play an important role in shaping a positive work environment that also influences employee attitudes. Employers and employees can also work better together. Second, good communication. Good communication between employees and employers and mutual understanding of each other allows for good cooperation in the development of the company. Good communication tends to help resolve many things and avoid misunderstandings with each other. As a result, information about work can also be sent and received well between employers and employees. Third, awards for employee recognition and appreciation from the company makes employees more enthusiastic in performing tasks. PWNB rewards their employees by providing bonus and salary increases. Appreciation enables employees to continue to serve at PWNB and improve job performance. Employees are also able to work in a harmonious environment and the retrenchment rate can be reduced. Next, we have weakness, which is low motivation and engagement. Low motivation and engagement cause employees not too motivated to be performed in the task well. Attitude changes tend to make employees inactive and cause their productivity to decrease. Employees are also unable to perform work assignments properly, which can result in the employee being fired. Last, we have lack of skill development and professional growth. Lack of skill and development and professional growth make many companies will not be hired. Skill development and professionalism are very important in the company and in employees in the long run. Lack of skill development and professional growth has affected the implementation of strategic initiative, staffing and remunerating employees at the workplace.
The recommendation that we give to a company is the employer should allow the employee to decide on a project or discussion. Why? This can make employees develop a professional and personal interest in the organization and is overall successful in involved in decision making. Secondly, employers need to care about each employee by asking about their employees' problem. With this, you can build trust and connection between employers and employees. Employees feel they are in charge of their work success. Next, the relevant departments can hold the training session or mentoring and coaching season for all employees to enhance the company development. Thus, it can improve a soft skill induction. Employees can use a learning management system (LMS) among employees. A learning management system (LMS) is a software application used to handle educational course, training program, and learning and development initiative. The concept of learning management system arises directly from e-learning. Lastly, employers must be fair to all employees. Suitable employment and treatment of employees are critical to your company's success, and it may be part of your corporate social responsibility. You have a moral and legal obligation to ensure that employees are employed only based on their skill, credentials, and personal qualities.